I'd like to tell you about a young girl that began in our program when she was 7 years old, and she was extremely heavy. Unfortunately, she was very heavy. And because she was heavy, you know how children are. Children were sort of making fun of her. She didn't have any friends. And one day she started in our music program. We have a program called a special program to teach children to enjoy music and those that are capable to play musical instruments. And this particular child, it suddenly turned out that she was extremely talented, and it ended up that she knew how to play the violin because she learned with us, and she knew how to play the piano, and she knew how to play the flute. So this girl was triple talented in three different instruments, and all the children in the class said she's the queen. She's the best of all. So from a child that was shy and very, very introverted and very much felt out, not part of the community, she turned out to be a queen. And today she's finishing high school and getting the best grades because she's popular, and she took care of herself, and her self-image has grown. All this because of one program, one of 45 different programs. This program to bring music into the lives of the children can change their lives completely. I'm very happy to tell you all about the Jaffa Institute. I was one of the founders of the Jaffa Institute over 40 years ago, a little bit over 40 years ago. At the time, we discovered that the city of Jaffa was a very impoverished community, and children were growing up in conditions of dire distress. The children were growing up with bad family problems and serious community issues, and there was drugs, and there was poverty, and there was gangs that were getting together to do criminal acts. And we felt that the children of Jaffa, if they will continue to be influenced by the situation that they were living in, they wouldn't be able to succeed in life, and then they would have to turn to lives of crime and delinquency. I'll tell you another story, and this is a sad story, but it goes to show, because it's a sad story, how important it is to have happy stories. The sad story is that there was a young fellow, his name was Shachar. He started in the Jaffa Institute at the age of 7, but at the age of 15 he disappeared. And I said, where did he go? And one day I saw him on the streets, and I said, Shachar, where have you been? And he said, look, I need money. I said, I understand, everybody needs money, but this way you prepare for a future where you'll have money. He says, no, I need money now, and my father hired me to run. I said, what do you mean, what do you run? He says, he gives me drugs, and I run to bring the drugs to the customer. I said, yeah, but you're gonna one day get caught, and then you'll stop running. What's the point of living a life of crime? But he didn't listen to me. And he ended up smuggling drugs to Germany, and he's now sitting in a jail in Germany. So I failed with him. And for that reason, I have every impetus in the world, everything I can possibly do to make sure that the children don't drop out and they stay within the Jaffa Institute, so that they're not influenced by the community or even the family to do the things that will end up getting them into trouble and spending their lives, instead of doing positive things, doing negative things and ending up in jail. So we decided that it was time to give them another option, to teach them that they can make it in Israeli society. They can stay part of the mainstream. But in order to do that, we had to provide them with enrichment. We had to provide them with counseling. We had to make sure that they get the help that they need. And as a result, from a small institution that started 40 and a half years ago, we now became a large institution, probably the largest in the Tel Aviv, Jaffa area, that provides services for children in these conditions. The Jaffa Institute runs 45 different kinds of programs, beginning with children under the age of 3 in our parent-child center, and then carrying on through programs for children in elementary school and children in high school, and then even after that, scholarships for the university. So for example, if a child is hungry, he cannot possibly learn. So we make sure that he's not hungry, that he gets a hot lunch every day, that our food distribution center provides the families with boxes and boxes of food so that they can serve them sandwiches in the morning and in the evening. We are in a position where we have programs that outsiders come from the community at large and help the children to do their homework, help the children to enrich their lives through music, through art, and in this way all the programs serve the same purpose. Make sure the child does not drop out at an early age. Make sure that he has the help that he needs so that he can succeed in life.
Doe nu mee en steun het Jaffa Instituut met uw gift. Ga naar cvi.nl/Jaffa. Alvast hartelijk dank.